Hello everyone, my name is Jasper again. In this video, I want to teach you on how to use a Marauder. Now, I will cut this section by three. The first is the introduction and everything about the job tree of Marauder. The next is the strategy showcase. I will fight a certain enemy and tell you how to properly use Marauder. Yeah, I just said it. And the third is the affinity suggestion, build suggestion. Uh, Do remember that I will only suggest the affinities because the command ability, combo ability, the master points are all depends on what affinity are you using. So let's get started with the job trees. Actually, not in the job trees. Let's see what the Marauder does. You can actually not on the items, on the tips, go for the job. And this is actually underrated. Please do uh, read take your time to read all the tips because some are actually explained well. Let's go to the jobs. The Marauder. As you can see, Marauder have the access of upheaval ability. This weakens the enemy as it hits, and it can actually charge it. And it scales the strength. It doesn't tell this, but it's actually scale on strength. So let's go with the job trees. As you can see, it is actually scale on strength, and its attack type is strike. And when you press data sheet, here are the passive stats of the Marauder ability break damage. I think this is the first one, the total one. So that's 9.3%. Marauder Affinity. I think this is a total of 50%. Yeah, 25 and 50 per 25%. Next is the damage reduction while attacking. This is 2.5 plus. Come on. 6.9. So that's that. 9.3, I think. And sorry if my math is wrong. The last one is the strike damage 3.1 plus. So that's 6.2. That's strike damage dealt. That is an HP damage, not break damage. So the ability you can unlock in the base Marauder is ground pound. This is the fastest hit. I've shown this on some of my videos. Next is the brutal tackle. This is the axe train. Uh, you go forward and to slash. Next is the Moon Slash. This is basically a 2 ground pound with the forward momentum. Bam, bam. Uh, yeah, the Upheaval Mastery. This adds more debuff because the regular debuff just what's that? Decrease the damage dealt, but this decreases the damage. Where's that? Damage taken, both magic and physical. Let's go with the links. I guess we can go to the links. In the normal links of the Marauder, you can get a Shielding Axe. That is the third link. Decrease damage taken while the ability is the active. Next is the Arcane Axe. Restore HP based on physical damage. Now take note, if you use a magical ability, this won't work. The description only says physical damage. Now, its pathway is basically Dragoon and Berserker. Yeah. So that's about the skill tree of the normal Marauder. Now let's go with the. Oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, there's two parts: the Evocation and the Ultima. Now, the Evocation and Ultima adds a one debuff. On the Evocation, you add a debuff that restores your HP based on your damage dealt. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell about the command ability, which is the Blood Weapon. This is a buff that when you hit an enemy, you get your HP back. It it does scale. It doesn't scale, but there's a percentage for your HP to come back. It's not that when you damage a 1000 HP, you get a 1000 HP back though. That's broken. There's also a percentage where what HP you can get. Now, oh my lulalay. Now from the evocation, yes, this it basically becomes a blood weapon, but it only happens to the debuff enemy as well. Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. The blood weapon doesn't only work on melee, it also works on projectile. So if you cast a fire or instant ability that is projectile, once it hits, You regain your HP. As the description says, damage dealt, not not melee damage, whatever. What the? Okay, so the stats are pretty basic, as you can see. When I switch to the Ultima, they are the same, as you can see. I'm sorry about that, spamming something. You get strength, HP, spirit, master points, ailment resistance, intellect. You can read all of this. But there's a difference between not just the ability on the job ability, but also on the links. In the links of the evocation, you can get the first link, which is Tenacious Axe. Tenacious Axe. Enemies broken or brought to 0 HP will be ended by a soul verse. Now, on the Ultima, it's the art of the axe. After Parry, this is basically just the Mighty Strike, Mighty Strike, what do you call it? Mighty Strike command ability. Your weakens, your strengths, your attacks strengthens. Now, regarding to the Ultima Evocation, oh so shit, Ultima Marauder, there's another debuff you can use that inflicts the enemy. In this, you instead of regaining your HP, this will now regain your MP depending on your damage. Now this is actually crazy because Axe is a charge attack, and even if normal attacks, your MP regain is through the roof. So that's about the drop trees. So let's go talk about the affinities of the axe. From 20 percentage, you can get a strength 1, 30 strength 1 stamina 2. Now this is the increased break damage charge attack. Now this only applies to physical damage, not on magic. Because when you cast a magic spell, it's like you're acting a charge, but it doesn't count as a charge attack on this one. Next is the HP, stamina, strength. So this is 11.3. Once you get to throw 120%, you get like 11, 17.19. Yeah, 17.9. Sorry, 17.9. I'm sorry again. Sorry if my math is wrong. Next is 160%. 160% is HP 50, strength stamina plus 3. This is the fun part about the Marauder Affinity. Charge attack have now 4 possible stages, but this only applies to Axe combo ability. Doesn't apply to Zantetsuke and Iyagiri, no. It only applies to Axe. Also, normal attacks are now 4 charges, baby. If you think 3 charges is strong, wait till I get that 4 charge, man. Now, the 400%, as I have mentioned to other my videos, you will unlock all the abilities of weapon abilities and also increase the damage of your combo abilities of all acts. Now, the 600% and the 800% are DLC. So, yeah. But the 600% does reduce your combo ability. Yeah. Reduce the amount of combo ability. Next is it just enhance your 20, 30, 80, and 160%. Sorry if I feel so sleepy or my sound because I have a cough. All right. So I guess I can show it to you. I think there's a boss here. I guess I can go with like this boss or this one. Sure, let's go this one. Oh no, I have no Phoenix. Down. I only have two. Okay, let's go. Now, as I have shown, you can charge, then you can actually consider charge with everything. Actually, you can actually, even on charging attacks, you can actually cancel it as well. So go for the upheaval. And once you get for the upheaval, go crazy. That is like the shortest way to show this guide. Now, always, if you have amount of MP, always apply that charge, that upheaval. And if you think you are gonna get hit, always remember you can cancel your charge with evade with block or soul shield. Parry. I can actually cancel it with command ability as well. Let me show it to you. So look at that, I'm charging, but I can command ability. There you go. How cool is that, baby? Now upheaval. Oh yeah, baby. Now when there's upheaval. Soul shield, soul shield, soul shield, soul shield. Sing, boom. Now, if you think that you're gonna get hit, it's actually pretty good if you want to get hit while during an attack, because the damage reduction during attack applies to charging when you're charging an attack. So this, when you're charging this, you have a damage reduction. But I am on the end game that everything one-shot me. Now, always apply the upheaval, but of course, play smart as well. It takes a lot of patience to use an axe. There you go, dead. And upheaval is skill on strength, so it is more on HP damage, but you can make a build that is good for charge, attack, break damage, or strike, break damage. Don't worry, I'm gonna show it to you on the affinity side. And now, once I get a paralysis because of my build. Now, this is a sample of the third link. As you can see, the damage is not that strong because of the defense ability. Defense when you're on the combo ability. Now, I cannot actually show you the first link because my HP is always maxed, but do trust me, your HP regains. Oh shit, I should have burst with my Ronin, not the Marauder. Got two more, baby. Oh no, I'm not gonna Ronin. Not gonna Ronin. I was about to do a Iagiri. I'm just gonna use Ronin for my Lightbringer duration, so if you don't mind. But don't worry, I'm gonna fight everything with Axe. Because I'm an Axe main, baby! Oh, no, I'm not gonna hit it. Okay, I'm gonna absorb that. You think I'm gonna kill me, baby? See, I absorb one of the attacks because I know it's a high risk, high reward system. Look at that. Always remember Axe is a slow attack, but it's so high risk, so rewarding once you get the decent charge attack. There you go. So I guess we can go for the messages and for the affinities. I will cover all the affinities on this game that can be useful with the Marauder, or not actually not just a Marauder but also with the Axe. So let's go home. Oh my god. Let me check my list. I made the list. I made the list. Where's my list? There you go. Okay. Let's see if I can get some stuff here. and nothing. It's not that these items are good, it's just that I don't need them for now, so we're gonna dismantle it. Too much work. Okay, about there's one command ability that I suggest is the reinforce. You can actually get this from the swordsman because as you can see, it temporarily decreases the amount of time, which is more fasting charge time, and you won't be staggered. Except for I I think you can still get staggered with the red aura attacks with the unblockables, but most of all you can actually just tank everything with this. Now regarding to the affinities, here oh shalalo. Of course, the Marauder Affinity is a no-brainer. I think everyone should get those. But if you don't like the combo ability, I mean, not unlocking all the weapon ability, the 250 is a must because it adds one charge attack. Now, regarding to no, the basic job affinities, I suggest you use this swordsman because it adds you stamina, and there are a lot of stamina based ability and axe, and getting this defense bonus damage taken during attacks, as you remember, there's 9 point something, 9 point, I'm so forgot. There's a 9 some percent of damage reduction on the passive stat of Marauder. It will increase. I think you can get like 20% or 19% if you get at 120%. 160 is also good. It gives you strength 2, stamina 3. I think also 1 2. Here, strength 1, stamina 2. Here, stamina 1. Next is the Pugilist. So let's go with the Pugilist. Pugilist is also strength agility. You may not be able to use the agility, but the strike break damage dealt. Remember that axe is mostly strike attack. So if you want to make a strike break damage, you might want to use this. As you can see, it's more on agility, but it also gives you. I think 160 is not. I mean, it depends on you anyway. So that's about the. I think the mage is also needed. That's ability break damage dealt. Yeah. If you want to increase the ability break damage stat on the passive stat of the Marauder, it's also good. Yeah, there's a ability break damage right? Let's see my list. I'm sorry if I'm so slow. There's an ability break damage of 9.3. So if you get this, you will get like 9.19% of something. You may not want to use the 16% or 160%, sorry. But it's fine if you want to. It all depends on how much ability you can use on the set anyway. So next will be Warrior. Of course, Warrior 600 is like, oh yeah, baby. Because when you are in a Warrior 600, you get 15% more damage. As long as you're in the max HP though. But let's go for the first one. You get, I think, now this is the break damage of Wall Splat. Wall Splat it's like when the enemy got hit by the wall. It's like the fun animation of the anime cartoons, but that's only works from the normal enemies. What I really want on Warrior is a 250. You just combo abilities. Next is the 400. They just the max break gauge when you are into weaknesses. And with this 600, it complements the 400 as well. Now next will be, I think 600 Knight. 600 Knight, you may not be able to use this reduced guard breakage, but if you want to use it, it's fine. If you want to increase it, do increase it on the weapon ability. I mean weapon stats, equipment stats. Oh my god, what am I saying? And there's a good decent amount of stamina affinity. It's a stamina stat for Knight affinity. So this is what I like. Applies additional stamina bonus to all abilities that grants stat bonuses. Basically, all the stamina ability gets stronger. Now, this is an end game build. You are immune to every Lightbringer. I think that's like a no-brainer for end game anyway. But if you don't want to use the Lightbringer, it's okay. It's your game anyway. Now this increases your stamina as you soul shield. This is up to 20 stack, and every stack adds 3 points, I think. Yeah. Next is the Berserker. Yeah. This affinity is strength stamina as well as in the 160 strength 2 stamina 4. And this is where it truly shines. Refills breakage based on damage dealt. Once you damage the enemy, doesn't matter if it is a melee or range, your breakage refills. Next is this 250% when you are in a near death state, there's a protect and shell near death. And restores your MP when you're Lightbringer. So that's dope. So when you're Lightbringer, you always have MP. I mean, Regens not always have though. So this is what makes me always on the Lightbringer. When I activate the Soul Burst, I always refill my Lightbringer fully regen. Full duration, what I mean. Next would be Dragoon. Dragoon is a strength agility stat. As you can see, the 160 is strength agility. But enemy weakness break. Oh, yeah. So remember in 600, uh, 600 wire, this actually complements it. But it's all up to you. 250, I actually like this because most of ability of axe are on strength, which is HP damage. So when I bonk normal enemies, they just literally die. So ending it with Soul Burst will increase your MP limit. And 400 also increase your attack speed when you're in the Lightbringer. 600, is up to you. Recover HP and exploiting weakness. Yeah, this is like the Lancet. So when you're hitting enemy under weakness, you recover HP and MP at the same time. Now Samurai can be work, but Samurai is more on critical. But it's up to you. It will work if you manage to up those abilities. Now this is my favorite part of the axe. I think that just the axe of any damage that as you can see, this is a strength intellect based, but this is where it shines. The near death damage, so 9%, 5.4. So that's what 14.4%. Yeah, 14.4% increase. But this is what I like. 250. You are when enemies targeting you, you increase damage dealt, and when you're fighting a boss is always targeting you, which is crazy. Now the last result, all near death stats are active, which means even if your HP is max, these things are always active. And when you remember the 250 Marauder, no, 2 Berserker, automatically grants the effect of Protect and Shell when you're, as you can see, I always have Protect and Shell. And I'm so excited about this stuff because this is what makes the build stronger. And in my master points, there's a near death damage, and that means that is always active. Crazy, right? I really love the Dark Knight Affinity. So I'm sorry about if I get excited. The breaker, where's the breaker? The breaker is a strength based, see, strength stamina. Increases soul burst, yeah, increase MP limit. Now this is a good one because strength bonus ability strengthens it, and this increases your damage dealt as you soul burst the enemy. Max of five. Call this 5 stacks. Now 600. This is basically the same as the 600 knight. As you soul shield, you increase your strength by 3 stacks with the maximum of maximum of 10, maximum of 20 stacks, and each stack is 3 addition. Now summoner, I think this summoner is only applies if you're in a summon blessing. If you have a summon blessing affinity, because look at that. when you chain cancel, this is actually more combo, but the 160 is also good. 160, 80, 20, 30. That gives you strength. There's no stamina. Yeah, strength is also good. The SMP combo is good then. Sex was also good. This is basically just for my build for my primary blessing for my Alexander. But now regarding to the Salmon blessing, for me the best part is the Alexander because the Alexander gives you. Where's my list? Where's my list? Every 100% it gives you 6 strength and 6 stamina, while the Ifrit gives you 6 strength per 100%. The Odin gives you 6 strength as well per 100%. Same goes with Defend here. I think Odin is 7. I'm not really sure about that. So, if you want to copy my build, feel free to do it. So, and these are my abilities. As I repeat, I cannot actually recommend any. I mean, I can recommend, but uh, it all depends on what ability, what affinities you used, because my equipment focus on this kind of stat. But if you want to focus on strike break damage, is okay, or strike break, I mean charge attack break damage, it's also good. It all depends on you. I repeat, when said on my steps on making videos, a step on making builds, there is no right or wrong on making a build. It's always on your playstyle because I do believe that everyone has a different playstyle. So these are my build. Where's my axe? If you want to copy it, feel free to do so. I'm gonna just show it to you all. Make sure you can pause it if you want to. Look at that. Everything is 9. These are the combo abilities that I use. Double swing, without collision, vengeance. This is for fun, the vengeance one. Not the parabashes. These are the command abilities that I use. Let's go with the master points. Strength, stamina, other. Now I will put more description on the description of the video or the comment in the Reddit or whatever, wherever I post this. So yeah, that's about Marauder. I hope this one helps you on how to properly use Marauder and for making a build once. And once again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.